20, 10 to the races, touchdown. And boards back out in front, a shot and a score. Into the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And boards back out in front, a shot and a score. Into the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And boards back out in front, a shot and a score. Into the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And boards back out in front, a shot and a score. Into the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And boards back out in front, a shot and a score. Into the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And boards back out in front, a shot and a score. Into the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal. Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing.
A pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Cranston High School West, and it's another edition of high school girls soccer on Fans Only Sports Network. The Cranston West Falcons taking on the Smithfield Sentinels on a beautiful, bright and sunny day, 64 degrees on this October 10th. Falcons in the traditional all red at home, and it will be the Smithfield Sentinels in the white. Oceana Orlandi in net for the Falcons, and the senior Nicole Nunes opposite side for the Smithfield Sentinels. We'll put 40 minutes on the clock and be ready to go as the Falcons are huddled just to the right side of the field. Smithfield to the opposite side. And we are finally ready to go. Everybody wanted to take their time having chats and conversations. Talia Cost, Katrina Moda, Tessa Cost, Phoebe Morgan, Krista Kasbarian, Isabella Betancourt, Alyssa Coogan, Lily Niket, Kaylin O'Connor, Brooke Sonos in front of Nicole Nunes in net. For West, it's Sarah Perot, Jordan Costa, Sarah Pimentel, Molly Fitzgerald, Gabriela DiFilippo, Bryn Bachner, Adelina Menendez, Taya Marcis, Emily Webb, Ariana Torres. Traditional starting 11 that we've seen for this Falcons side in front of Oceana Orlandi. And we are underway in the first half of play. Thanks so much for tuning in today on Fans Only Sports Network. And that has moved very quickly by Kaylin O'Connor down the line. And it'll be out of play, and Talia Cost comes up to take the throw. Smithfield, traditionally a stalwart team against this Falcons side, as we've seen in the past years. They are a very deep roster, a very young roster, but a lot of talent, even from the youngsters on this roster. So we expect to see a more difficult game for the Falcons today than we have seen maybe perhaps in some of the past games, though that North Kingstown game the other night certainly proved difficult. Torres will send this one across. Got over the head of Moda as she tried to move that one up through the center, looking for Marcis. Could not get to her. Reaches for Sarah Perot. Carried up the line. And through the center as the Falcons try to switch sides, in a good defensive posture there from Smithfield. Dead center was the 12 of Krista Kasbari, and a player who, if you've watched Smithfield soccer for the past couple of years, junior this year, she's got one more year left to go, but Kasbarian is a name we have mentioned countless times over in doing Smithfield soccer games. Goes up over top of the head on the opposite side of the 18 of Menendez. For Menendez. And then comes back in center. Good opportunity for Webb on the touch line. Webb's going to peel this one off, get it across, and that's going to come back. Will bounce forward for Nunes, and she will go ahead and scoop that one up. So a clearance ball came back to center and out of the line in front of the West bench. Motion play here for the Falcons through the middle. Webb's going to take that one. Comes back off for the 25 of Torres, and then she sends that one into the backfield. Going for a switch play from Costa. And we've seen them do this a couple of times this season. Jordan Costa, listed as a striker on the West roster, but she has good defensive capabilities and a very strong boot. And we've seen a couple times where she's ended up in that center back position, more so in a center defensive mid position. They're using her in that spot again tonight. Costa on that back line with Torres. And Molly Fitzgerald to the opposite side, pushed out of play, and another throw-in for Talia Cost and the Sentinels. And this one's going to be down deep, right about parallel to the 18. Into the box. It's going to bounce through. Orlandi's going to be able to scoop that one up. Easy save there for Orlandi. Good punt. Got it forward for Menendez. Sent through. Leading ball, trying to look for Webb. Comes back for Torres. It's carried through the center, trying to look for Pimentel on the outside. Gets pushed back into the middle. Torres outside. Cranston West trying to establish the alleyway in the touchline. Can't seem to get there. Tries to go to the center. And Smithfield immediately has 4 defenders around. So Nunes is able to scoop that one up. Bachner. Switch play, looking there for Marcis. Trying to go overlap, looking for Perot. And they can't seem to get either Perot or Pimentel established on that side yet. So Nunes with a 6. And she sends that one away. Short kick only got as far as the mid territory of the Smithfield bench area. Most goaltenders would like to see those 6 kicks getting all the way out into the circle at midfield. Another throw in to come for the Falcons. And turned back for the Sentinels. Fight here at midfield. Coming away with it was Kazbarian for the Sentinels. Out of play and a throw-in. Falcons trying to see if they can control. And we're going to get the ping pong in front of the Sentinels bench as these two teams tightly mark each other. Another Sentinels throw with 33 and change left to go here in the first half. Today's game on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Paiva Realty, the Perino team. Visit perinoproperties.com for more information. Mention Fans Only Sports Network and you can receive a $500 credit on buying or selling of a home. By Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlammy.com for more information. And by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of rreliterecruits.com. Opportunity in the box, and that was on the foot of Betancourt. And she was dispossessed of the ball, lost her balance. And the mix of that, smartly called by the referee to let the play go, and will be a throw-in for Costa and the Sentinels. So Cost sends that one onto the foot of O'Connor, pushed away by DiFilippo. Deep into the box. This one's a dangerous play that's going to have to get turned away by the Falcons defense. Smartly, they are able to get it out of the box, and it's up front into that midfield line for an opportunity for Marcis to try to move this one along. She's going to slot that through, looking for Webb on the outside. A little bit short of Emily Webb's position. Good defensive fight here as they get that one back for Webb. For Marcis in the center. Sorry, that's actually for the, yeah, that is the 19 of Marcis. It was Pimentel and then Marcis very quickly. Comes back for Torres, who will send that one out of play. Sent back out of play once again. Smithfield trying to get the insert. They go with a check down throw. And try to clear this one into the center. A switch field play doesn't work, as that one's immediately taken away. 1v1 battle, and Alyssa Coogan comes out with it. Will only get about 5 yards as she is immediately met by the Falcons defense. Costa takes that one away from Marcis in the center. Cleared on the outside for Webb. Webb tries to track forward, and she's dispossessed. Midfield play has been the story of this first half so far. They look on the outside for DiFilippo, coming in an overlap and unable to connect. A trip and a falling Sentinels player will cause the free kick to occur. It was the 12 of Kasbarian who went down, and Kost will come up to take the kick. Strong kick deflected through, coming up, and a score. It got onto the foot of the 13 of Isabella Betancourt and slid past Oceana Orlandi's hand, and it's 1-0 Sentinels. And 28:45 left to go here in the first, and the Sentinels on the board. A play out at midfield. DiFilippo to throw. Can only get a check down throw. Getting pushed to the ground was Webb. Torres will get the free kick. Strong boot from Torres right into the box. Opportunity for the Falcons to answer right back. And Nunes is able to scoop that one up. Long ball all the way back to midfield. Torres trapped it for a moment. Came over for Bachner. Perot. Push out of play. Falcons ball. They'll try to go deep here on the throw. Actually, they're going to check short and then try to kick one across right at the line. And then getting hauled down was Webb, no call. Sentinels are going to get it out, but it's going to be Falcons throw. DiFilippo, check down throw for Webb. Webb getting pushed from behind, back for DiFilippo, crossing play. They're going to give a free kick to the Falcons for the push on Webb. So Webb from just outside the side of the 18. Have a chance to try to put this one across. Sends the cross. 3 Falcons into the back corner. And it went wide. A 6 for Nunes and the Sentinels. Bouncing around through the center. Sent by Costa. Looking forward. And they're going to call an obstruction on the Falcons as two players converged on one sentinel. For Webb. Outside looking for DiFilippo on the overlap. Torres sends it forward. The Falcons continue to move this one through the center. Nunes will scoop that one up. Good boot by Nunes. Brought down by DiFilippo on the outside. And a Falcons player going for an outstretch. It was the 14 of Fitzgerald and took a tumble. Acosta sends that one deep. And they continue to try to establish that corner with Perot and Pimentel. We're going to get 3 substitutions for the Falcons and 1 for the Sentinels coming up shortly. See if we can get who the other 2 players are. One of them clearly looks like Stalia Biasi standing in the center. As this one sent down that alleyway again. Push out a play, and was it off the Sentinels player? Went across the byline. No, as the Falcons are trotting away, that's going to be a 6 for Smithfield. Now we'll get the substitutions. So Noon set for another 6. And she sends that one back to midfield. Cross for Marcis. Moved up the touchline area, and that one goes past multiple Falcons players and out of play. So a Smithfield throw. Cost again on the throw. Off of Torres. Trickles back through mid. Taken away by the Falcons. Opportunity to try to move this one through. DiFilippo. Marcis. Back for Costa. Pimentel turned that aside. Bachner in the middle. Goes past the outstretched leg of Webb and out of play. Good ball. It can be headed forward. Careful here from the 18. Curling one. It was the 18 of Kaylin O'Connor from the 18. And a strong pass from Isabel Betancourt set that one up. More substitutions for the Falcons. Marcis will take a seat for a moment as Adelina Menezes comes back in. DiFilippo, Webb trying to work through the middle. Turned by the 27 of Grace Marshall for Smithfield. And out of play. Another Sentinels throw as we've crossed halfway, gone by in this first half. Just the one score on the board. And the Sentinels have that 1-0 lead from Betancourt. Season coming to a close. Just a few games remaining on the regular season schedule for both of these sides, both questing for an opportunity to be in the playoffs. Falcons, of course, want to avenge their playoff trip last year when they lost to North Kingstown in penalty kicks on this field. But they still have some big games coming up, including one against LaSalle. LaSalle still has to get through Pilgrim as well, too, before the conclusion of their season. So there is going to be some very big games on the schedule in the next couple of weeks. Falcons with an opportunity here as they carry one down the field, and it's kicked away from the Smithfield back line. So throw an opportunity for DiFilippo. Back for DiFilippo. Trying to get turned in the middle. Pimentel crossing opportunity. That's going to go wide and well past the byline. So another 6 for the Sentinels. So Nunes to kick away. Falling over top of it was Webb. Was able to be cleaned up by DiFilippo. Bachner fights there against the 18 of O'Connor. They're going to say it was off of Bachner, so Smithfield ball. For Marshall. Carried back once again. And the Smithfield defense tries to clear that one through midfield. They will not do so. One too many pushes occurred. And Webb will leave this one for Costa. As Costa sends a booming ball to the 18. Chance for the Falcons if they can turn. Smithfield again going physical as they push from behind. And it's going to go outside the touchline in a Falcons throw. They opt to go long. Biasi trying to go to the side there. Pushed away from her, and a Falcons player getting tumbled down to the turf right at the touch line. They'll call the obstruction, and so it'll be a free kick opportunity for the Falcons. Good booming ball into the 18, trying to turn that one. Biasi getting pushed around, still on her foot. Opportunity for DiPilippo comes back in, and it's kicked away by the Smithfield backline defense. Through the midfield. Falcons trying to see if they can peel off of any Smithfield foot. They can. Biasi has a run here, and that one's kicked away out of play. And a Falcons throw. Oh, no, they're going to say Smithfield throw. They're going to call it off of Biasi. Two players going for the ball at the same time. Referee's discretion if they both hit. Right in front of the Cranston West bench. This Costa's going to kick that one away. Falcons trying to stretch the field lengthwise and widthwise. Sentinels are meeting them at every mark. Little bounce for Nunes to be able to scoop that one up. And she'll move everybody up. Nunes strong punt. We'll go outside of the touchline. And this time will be a West throw. DiPilippo was about to throw. She's going to drop that as she'll be substituted. So DiPilippo out. Caitlin Blanchette comes in to take the throw instead. Blanchette down the line. Went through the legs of Zoe Smith. Second throw. Peeled away by the Sentinels defense. Good overlap from Biasi to take that one away. She's going to try to go down the sideline right in front of the Sentinels bench. And the Sentinels come away with it. Switchfield play as they're looking to release the 18 of O'Connor. O'Connor is going to come back to the center. She'll strike one. I'll take a little two-hop and go right to Orlandi. $12:40 left to go here in the first half. Maddie Gallo getting some varsity time on the front line center there. The rising sophomore midfielder on this West team sees most of her time as a top starter for the JV side, was named the MVP of the City Cup on the JV side for West this past weekend. And a check to just make sure a Smithfield player is okay, and she is. That was Betancourt. They're going to say drop to West. West will just kick this one away, as is usually custom. As they do, just send it down the touchline. Betancourt sends that one back to the bench. Will go off of her teammate on the opposite side. It's the 28 of Brooke Sonos. And a good shot attempt that can be scooped by Nunes. 7 seniors on this Falcons roster, so a lot of returning players for next year and a lot of promising futures for this Cranston West team when you look at the talent of some of the youngsters on this team. Gallo to Smith. Sends that one on a looping ball for Biasi and a run down the touchline. Who's going to get there first? The two to collide. And they're going to call Biasi as she looked just a smidge of a step behind. So it'll be Sentinels kick to right in front of their bench area. As it bounces, can be sent back in. Falcons trying to push this one. It's Gallo with a tap as she tried to get it across. Looking for Menendez and chest off of her foot. Blanchette for a throw. Headed right back to Blanchette. She drops that back to Torres. Torres goes for Switchfield. Went right to the center for Gallo. Just out of her reach. And Gallo is shaking her leg out. Don't know if she lost her boot and just has to kind of fix it. Just hyperextended herself for a second. Torres had to go up for that one. Couldn't get it. Costa will kick it away, and this is going to be a deep throw for the Sentinels as that one came right across Katrina Moda. 8.5 left to go, and the Falcons trailing by 1. Certainly do not want to see a second one get put on the board here before half. Sent back out once again. Third throw in. A little bit of a check down throw, and they just head that one out again. This one will get a little bit of a kick to it as it goes up in the air, comes back, and that one will just have to be pushed out. Torres got it to deflect off of a... Oh, no, they're going to call offside. So they call offside. Torres did get it to deflect off of a Sentinels player. It could have been a 6, but they're going to call it offsides. Bouncing ball in front of Fitzgerald as she's pushed around. 9 of Phoebe Morgan. Back in the center for the Falcons as they try to work this one through the 18, pushed away from the Smithfield defense. For Cost. Nowhere really for her to go. Smithfield tries to long ball that one. It goes to Costa. Costa's taken away by Kasbarian. Kasbarian 1v1 against Orlandi through the wickets and the score. Kasbarian adds goal number 2 to the mix. And with 6.5 left to go here in the first, it's 2-0 Sentinels. Falcons trying to put pressure, and there's one opportunity. One more touch may have put that one into the back of the net as Gallo was right on top of Nunes. High ball that comes down. Gallo tries to turn that one. Menendez comes to it on the outside as she fights against the opposite 18 of O'Connor. Zoe Smith comes outside again, can be pushed forward by O'Connor. She was looking for Betancourt. Betancourt had the first goal. Kasbarian has the second. And the Sentinels have a 2-0 lead. Menendez against Cost. Menendez pulling Cost's jersey hard. And she's going to be lucky if she walks away with just the foul called and not having a card shown to her. They're going to spot the ball where Cost went down. So Niket went short. Menendez is going to come up with this one. Switchfield play. Looking for Zoe Smith. Filippo on the opposite side. Back for Zoe Smith in the middle. Smith takes a strike. That one hit Gallo. Came down. Back for Marcis and a bouncing ball that will go out of the byline. There's 6 for Smithfield. Falcons trying to pressure up here in the last 3 and change. Cost is going to get a deep throw. Tries to send this one as far as she can up the touchline and just gets headed out of play. So second throw to come for the Sentinels to try to advance the ball even a little further. That one will get bounced around, comes back, and the Sentinels are going to switch field to the middle. Doesn't exactly work to their favor as the Falcons' high pressure continues to put the Sentinels on their heels. Out of play for a West throw with 3 left to go. On the far side touchline to our broadcast position, near side of the benches. The Falcons are going to try to send this one right across through the center. Opportunity, and that one is a looping shot. Good opportunity from DiFilippo. Bachner and Smith both trying to go at it. They're going to let this one go as it's sent all the way down. Orlandi will scoop it up, and we'll approach 2 minutes left to go in the half. Good boot from Orlandi. Bounces in front of Smith for Gallo. Gallo taps it on the outside for Biasi. Came back for the 14 of Fitzgerald, and she sent that one a little too long. We will get the official whistle to end the half from the referees on the field. So while our clock is fairly close to accurate. It's not always the exact. Fitzgerald does that one pump off. Falcons throw for Smith. Back once again, cleared. And they try to turn one more offensive opportunity. And that goes over top. And out of play. Webb. DiPilippo on that line. DiPilippo's going to battle for it. Webb takes a stab. Gallo got in the mix there as well. The Falcons try to go here in the final 30 seconds. Final 20 to go here in this first half as they shepherd this one back to Orlandi. She'll be able to try to boot it away. No, they're going to go progressive play out of the backfield. That's dangerous as Smithfield's attacking right on the touchline area, and then finally booted away to midfield. Gallo's going to try to turn this one quickly in the final seconds to go. Whistle from the referee should come at just about any moment. Right at the touchline and outside in the Smithfield bench. Smithfield's going to try to go quick. Back in the middle. Punched away by the Falcons. Back once again. Will be settled by Torres. She'll send it away. Off of Torres. She'll come back to get it to Orlandi, who will hold it outside for DiPilippo. Referee has looked at his watch twice. Should get a whistle here shortly. As Torres sends that one to Bachner. The referee has his whistle in his mouth, so this really should be the end of the half. Long ball looking for Webb. Is there one opportunity left for West? Here's a crossing shot. Gallo trying to make a turn, can't get it. Comes back, shot, score! They called offside. The arm is up. Oh, it is. So it'll negate the goal. The whistle will sound and we'll come to the end of the first half of play. Falcons have a little bit of work to do. It's 2-0 after 1. You're watching Rhode Island High School Girls Soccer on Fans Only Sports Network.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Goes right on the post side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Goes right on the post side. Down, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And another shot on goal!
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And another shot on goal!
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And another shot on goal!
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And another shot on goal!
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And another shot on goal!
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And another shot on goal!
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And no shot on goal!
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And no shot on goal!
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And no shot on goal!
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And no shot on goal!
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot!
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. And no shot on goal!
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way.
And we welcome you back to Cranston High School West for the second half of action. The Smithfield Sentinels currently holding a 2-0 lead over the Falcons. They're from Cranston High School West, and on what is becoming a little bit of a chillier evening as we cross to the 6 p.m. hour, and we've gotten down to 60 degrees outside and a little bit of wind blowing through the Ocean State area. Set for second half. Matty Gallo over top of the ball for the Falcons, and we're underway. And that one will come back. Falcons had 2 goals scored on them in the first half. One from Isabella Betancourt, one from Krista Kasbarian to prompt the 2-0 lead. Falcons thought they had one back right before the halftime break. It was called offside. Rhode Island High School Girls Soccer on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Paiva Realty, the Perino Properties team. Visit PerinoProperties.com for more information. Mention Fans Only Sports Network. You receive a $500 credit towards buying or selling of a home. By our elite recruits with access to 3,000 schools and 80,000 coaches across 30 NCAA sports for athletes looking to play at the next level. Be seen by being a part of the nation's #1 recruiting service. Join our elite recruits today. And by Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlamy.com for more information. Stadium tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Cranston East Thunderbolts, Westerly Bulldogs, and girls soccer action. As we continue another week of the fall season, as it starts to come to a close. We'll hit that spot around the end of the month of October, first week of November, and then the playoffs to come before we get a little bit of pause, and then the traditional Thanksgiving Day football games before we turn the calendar and to December, and that first and second week of December, and the return of basketball and hockey season, along with wrestling season, and the Fans Only Sports Network schedule continues to be just as jam-packed as it was this fall. Looking forward to our 3rd year of Rhode Island High School ice hockey coverage. That one's going to go over top of the back side of the net. We'll set a 6 for the Sentinels. Falcons have been needing to try to find maybe a little bit better opportunities. And my apologies, it was actually 6 for the Falcons. And that goes out of play. Another touchline throw-in for the Sentinels. Crossed into the box and then kicked right back out. He'll be reinserted on a throw once again. And a player down just outside of the box is going to give a very dangerous free kick opportunity here for the Sentinels. Low ball that can be blocked down by the west wall. Cost did not get all of that one. Throw from Cost down the line can be pushed out of play by the Falcons, in a corner to be called. So Talia Cost for a corner. Comes across, still on the ground. Turning shot kicked away by the Falcons defense. And they cannot progress much further as that one is taken away. Opportunity for the 18 of Menendez to try to move that one forward. Orlandi tries to send this one up for the Falcons. At midfield, out of play, and another throw in for the Sentinels on that far side touchline. Falcons look like they're waiting an opportunity to make a substitution. They're going to do so. As Jordan Costa's going to come back in. Replace of DiFilippo. Good long ball from Torres for Menendez. Saved it right on the backside line. Biasi tries to turn. She was pushed away. Open that shot, score! Sarah Pimentel pops it into the backside of the net.
Falcons goal, number 11, Sarah Pimentel.
So she cuts the lead in half with 33 and change remaining. Great ball from Pimentel. Biasi is able to set that one up. Got the keeper, Nunes, bothered in a way that was able to kick around. Gallo again right through the center. This ball comes up for Menendez, and that one kicks out. May have gone off of a Sentinels player, and so it'll be a throw in. And DiFilippo, opportunity for a long distance throw. Goes check down instead. Good cross. Biasi right there on the backside, and it bounces over top. She'll chase that one to the touchline, pushed out of play off of Smithfield, and the Falcons have checked something in because they have Smithfield dialed up right now. That's Pimentel off of a Smithfield player. Throw-in opportunity for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looking. She's going to get inside of the box to Gallo. Fitzgerald sends that one up high. Comes down, loose ball. Gallo opportunity, and then it's Nunes falling on top of it. Kicked away by Nunes. Webb pushes that one over. Sent through for Pimentel. Sliding across the field was Menendez. Biasi continues to hold on to it. Poked around on the foot of Gallo. Back for Biasi. Slot back over for Pimentel. Biasi again. She needs a little bit of space. Can't get it. Turnover as it's taken by the 4 of Moda. It's back for a little bit. Fitzgerald on the outside touchline. Falcons are going to send this one in, and that's going to go just past the hands of Nunes and will be called for a 6. 31 left to go. Webb is going to chase this one down. Menendez taps that one over for Bachner. Good through ball slotted to the outside. Trying to come back across. Pimentel's there. Biasi again. Biasi has an opportunity to get a foot to it. And it's going to get pushed away by Brooks Sonos on the back line for Smithfield. Fitzgerald slots back across in the center. Webb continues to switch field, goes opposite side. Back for Webb. And they're going to call the trip as DiFilippo got taken down. They go for DiFilippo down the line. DiFilippo crossing ball. Pimentel, a header opportunity, and she was a little bit too open on that one. She had the goal open. Just needed to turn her left shoulder in a little bit more, and that ball would have been on the backside of the net. Bouncing ball comes back for Bachner in the center. Bachner slots that one out. Costa sends it deep. Biasi's going to have to get a run on the touchline, and it will be pushed out of play, and they're going to say Smithfield ball. It did not go off of Niket. Falcons have one tapped by Gallo a little bit past Menendez. Costa's going to trap this one down right when it comes to her. For Webb, back for Costa. Down the touchline area. Costa will send it. Pimentel. Good poke on the outside for DiFilippo. Webb and DiFilippo on the overlap in the alley. Byline for DiFilippo, back for Webb, coming across. Heel flick opportunity from Gallo. And that is why the sophomore forward was named the MVP of the City Cup on the JV side, and why she's turned into a swing player for this varsity side. Pimentel, Biasi. Biasi battles through that one. Comes back for Webb. Webb takes a strike just over top of the corner. So it will now be a 6 for the Sentinels. Niket looks like she's going to line that one up to take it. Still plenty of time left to go in the second half. Pimentel got in the way of that one. Biasi's going to chase it. Set back for Fitzgerald for a moment and then over top of her. Did not get Torres before it went out of play. Fitzgerald, Pimentel, as she battles against the 7 of Tessa Cost. For Torres, back for Costa. Costa, good swinging ball right to the center. Gallo's going to go up to head that one over. Pimentel, Menendez, and that one's going to go wide. And another 6, but there feels like there is a tilt to this field all of a sudden here in the second half. Gallo's going to take a seat for the 20 of Harper Cone. Another one of the youngsters on this team. Cone just a freshman. And Smithfield a throw in. It'll be off of the Sentinels this time. Fitzgerald tried to go to Cone. She couldn't turn that one. Came back to be cleared as Niquette had to send it. And a free kick coming up for the Sentinels. Niquette. Booming ball. Down into the lower third for the Sentinels. Returned by Webb. Controlled by Bachner. Outside line, trying to keep it. They do. Menendez right on along the touchline. Continues to paint the line as they come across. And the Sentinels try to send it back. DiFilippo gets pulled down. No call for the referees. Oh, they're going to call it against. Oh, yep. Now they switch it. Yes. Okay, there you go. So for Webb to go ahead and send this one in. And Webb wants her 10 yards, and she's going to make sure she gets it. Webb, curling ball, Pimentel. Heel flicks that one to the outside. DiFilippo is going to have to try to save it before the byline. She does. But it's out of play, and Nunes has a 6. Just shy of halfway gone by in the second half. It's been 2 different games. First half seemed to be Sentinels dominated. Second half so far has been Falcons dominated, and we're going to get a stoppage of play as the 7 of Tassacost is down on the field in a spot of bother. Well, they're going to attend to Tassacost on the field. We'll step aside. You're watching Rhode Island High School Girls Soccer on Fans Only Sports Network.
Pharmaceutical company Prevacus says their new concussion medication Prevacol helps repair nerves and promote cell growth.
We can get the drug in the brain in less than 5 minutes. And our plan is when we get that diagnosis on the field of play, give the drug nasally, get it in the brain quickly. When it gets in the brain, it actually gets into the nucleus of your brain cells, and it reduces swelling, inflammation, and oxidative stress at the same time.
When Jake and I first talked about this many years ago, one of my first questions was, will this help me? And he goes, no, this is for treatment immediately when a concussion or you think a concussion has occurred.
Yeah.
The acute problems that exist later on in life, if we can take care of these at an early age and start getting some of these things to our children and grandchildren, and I think we can make this game, our game, football, a safer place.
And so the whole goal is we're trying to make the game safer. And so Odyssey and this drug, we believe, can be a game changer in so many different ways. Yes, on the football field, in the game of football, because that's where my passion lies, but also in the game of life.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. Right on the post side.
As we come back, 23-13 left to go here in the second. After Tessa Cost is helped off the field after an injury. We'll restart play just shy of midfield. It's likely going to be a drop ball situation. Holding the ball right now is Molly Fitzgerald. And she'll wait for the referee. Fitzgerald to get the drop for Torres. Across to Costa. Webb sends that one up forward for Menenses. Harper Cone in the middle. Webb on the outside touchline forces that away, but a Sentinels throw to come. Natalia Cost, the younger of the two by a classier, throws that one in. Two in the first from the Sentinels as Orlandi comes charging out and is able to get that one. Two in the first from the Sentinels from Betancourt and Kasparian. Pimentel answered back in the second for the Falcons. We sit 2-1. Biasi for the 4 of Moda. To that Falcons back line again as they try to defend against it. And it gets pushed forward. Harper Cone. Outside opportunity for Menenses. Kasparian. A push from behind. And a free kick coming for the Sentinels. Cost. Sends that one deep. Fight to the outside touchline. Right in front of that beautiful Fans Only Sports Network billboard down there in the corner. And it's going to be a Falcons ball. A 6 coming up for the Falcons. Good boot. Cone. Fitzgerald after she took that one. On the pass over from Pimentel. Came back for Torres. Biasi through the middle. Biasi gets hauled down, pops right back up with control of the ball. Cone pokes one. And there wasn't a third player to finish. Webb. Switch sides of the field. They'll go again. Back on the foot of Cone. Bachner had it, and then it goes outside of the touchline. They're going to say last off the Sentinels, DiFilippo. Check down throw, looking for Menenses on the touchline corner. Punched back out by the Sentinels. off the byline, and it will be a 6 given for the Sentinels. Fitzgerald, as she looks to throw. Substitutions being made for the Sentinels. And Fitzgerald does get the throw in, goes back again off of Kasparian. So another throw for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, high ball, will come down. Can be turned on the outside to Biasi. Back through the middle, and an errant kick from a Smithfield defender will give Fitzgerald another throw. Pimentel and Biasi getting bottled up by 4 or 5 white jerseys as they try to move through the center. Webb allows Kasparian to kick that one underneath her. Fitzgerald for Webb just outside of the box, came up off of Webb, and that will go out of play in a Smithfield ball. Will be shepherded by Torres. Out of play for a Falcons throw. Fitzgerald down the line for Webb. Webb's getting pushed all over the place. And now we're going to get a conversation from the referee to both players for a moment, but it will be a Sentinels kick. Niket sends this one across the field deep. Falcons able to clear it away. Back in center, and an opportunity for Pimentel. Pimentel works that one to the outside. DiFilippo down the line. Back for Pimentel. Can she complete the switch? She does, but Biasi didn't make the run. Had to hold to be sure she wasn't off sides. And Nunes comes up with it instead. Webb will head that one forward for Pimentel, who jumps, comes right down in front of Menendez. Webb, good one touch there. She was trying to go for a Falcons player streaking down the touchline. Out of play and Falcons ball once again. 15 and change left to go here in the second half. Falcons in search of a tying goal. No overtime in high school soccer anymore during the regular season. Same rules as college. So if they can get this second goal, they'll walk out of here with the draw. It's a crucial spot. Better having a draw on the record than a loss. Bachner. That one is pushed out of play. A little bit of a head scratch for Megan Aubie. The freshman forward for Smithfield. And a whistle and a foul called on the Sentinels as Menendez was taken down right before the box. And this is going to be a dangerous free kick spot for the Falcons. Torres is going to come up to take this one. She is about 20 out. If Torres dials this one up correctly, we're talking about a tie game. Ariana Torres from 20. Torres just wide. Substitutions for Smithfield. Still plenty of time left with 13 and a half. Smithfield scored their first one fairly early into the first half. Got their second with about 6.5 left to go. All right, Falcons are trying to match that. Pimentel pushed back across the center. Costa on the touchline works that one. Smithfield has to backtrack. Now they'll try to progress out of the zone, and that's going to get out of the touchline. Webb has that one slide off of a Smithfield player. Webb thought it was off of her for a moment. And it's going to stay Falcons' ball. Menendez on the overlap. DiPilippo. Every single Falcons player is pointing downfield. They wanted it all for them. They're going to say not this time. It's a Smithfield throw. Falcons throw as it's headed at center. Good long distance throw, trying to open up the alley a little bit. It works for a moment. Menendez has it. Slots this one across to Biasi. Biasi will turn. Nowhere for her to go. Center again. Fitzgerald through the box. Fitzgerald gets bumped away. And it will be taken away by the 12 of Kazbarian. Far side touchline.
It's straight on here. Oh, it is? It's straight on here. I know it looks weird. It looks crooked there, but it's actually straight. I'm with you. Yeah, I do the same thing too. It's weird. I don't know if the window frame's tilted or something. Yeah, it's all good.
10 and change left to go here in the second.
The camera's on 1080. This is the 1080 camera. No, that's... Huh?
Yeah.
It is, actually. It's so funny.
And another throw-in to come for the Falcons. Long throw down the touchline. Torres settles, looking for a switch, has to drop back a little bit. Orlandi's going to have to play this one out of the backfield. A little bit of a miss hit, and it's going to go out to the far side. And it's going to be a throw-in for Smithfield in the offensive zone. It'll be held for a moment. Bergsonos as they make substitutions. Nine and change. Sonos. Tried to get it across in the center there. This will be the 23 of Morgan Hilton. Biasi with that speed down the line, and it's pushed away by the Sentinels defense. That is Stalia Biasi. He's a sophomore midfielder. plays more in that right wing strike position, and she is speedy. Fitzgerald, check down throw. Back for Fitzgerald as it came off of the foot of Webb. Came across. Nunes had to craftfully fall on top of it. It was right on the doorstep. Was Pimentel looking for her second of the game? What would be the tying goal as well. Nunes will scoop this one up. Biasi was right on the doorstep. Comes back again for the 28 of Sonos. A little shoulder shiver from Fitzgerald to Kasbarian. Kasbarian dispossessed by Bachner. Biasi pushed from behind by Coogan. And Fitzgerald has a throw for Biasi. Fitzgerald sent one back in. Comes back out again. Biasi and Fitzgerald fight against Webb. Comes up with it. Webb sends one across, and it may have actually hit. That one went off of Biasi's shoulder and came back in, and Nunes was only able to punch it away. Have the Falcons tilted the field again as they did in the first stanza. Fitzgerald across, a header from Pimentel's going to go just wide. Six to come for the Sentinels with 6:55 left to go here in regulation. A tying goal from the Falcons could be huge. There's no overtime in the regular season. Pimentel tried to turn that one for Biasi, couldn't turn it. Costa comes driving up through the center. Bachner sends that one outside for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's going to go down the alley. It will be pushed out off of the foot of Sonos. Another throw-in for Molly Fitzgerald. She's going to take a moment. Biasi is going to come back out. Maddie Gallo back in. Fitzgerald. Webb. Turned ball right in the center of the box area. Pimentel traps it down. Tapped on the outside, and that one goes wide. Sarah Perot got her boot to it. Webb gets pushed from behind on the defensive play. They're going to give the call. So free kick opportunity for the Falcons. Costa's going to take this one. And he wants it further up. So Jordan Costa from about 40 out. Costa could try to go right to goal. She's going to send this one up. It bounces down, comes across, and will be out of play as right there was Bachner. The Falcons look like they have this dialed up. They just need to find a way to stick one in the back corner. Gallo. And she goes toe-to-toe against Sonos. They're going to give the ball to Smithfield. Miss kick from Smithfield goes sliding through. Costa got dumped into. This one will roll the other way for Orlandi. She sends that one across. Fitzgerald has it. in the alley for Gallo, and it gets kicked away. Fitzgerald. We'll go back for Costa. Costa, long ball for Pimentel, right on her foot. And she wasn't able to get the full trap as she went on the one touch for Perot. Nunes. Bachner. And out of play. Check down throw. Off of Smithfield. Fitzgerald to Gallo. Gallo back for Fitzgerald. Good crossing ball for Pimentel. Can she get this one before the byline? No. And a whistle for another substitution as Gallo's going to come off for Menendez. And with as much time as we've seen Maddie Gallo put in on the varsity side today, it's going to be a wonder, will she play much of, if any, of the JV game. She has put in a lot of work and had a couple of really strong plays in the box. One heel flick that, if that goes 2 inches a different direction, it's a goal. So here's an opportunity for the Falcons to try in the last 2 minutes to get the tire. Bachner, they're going to say off of the back of Bachner's shoulder. Thrown down in front of the 13 of Betancourt. And a tie-up between Betancourt and Bachner, and it comes to the better of Bachner. They want the ball spotted accordingly. Torres. This is going to be a long-distance attempt from Mariana Torres. Torres. Costa off of Pimentel. It's going to come all the way back. DiFilippo is going to send it back in. Webb. Tapped over by DiFilippo, chasing it. Perot, and that one is a Sentinels throw. About 44 seconds left, give or take. Over top. Streaking opportunity for the Sentinels here. Trying to have to get back defensively. Orlandi makes the save. She did not have a whole lot of help defensively on the backside. Falcons trying to push everybody forward. Pimentel. Heel trap from Sarah Pimentel. Trying to release for Menendez on the outside. It will go out of play. Sentinels ball, and that'll probably do it. One more throw in. Bachner sends it. Sentinels kick it away. Fitzgerald. Is there a quick opportunity left for the Falcons? Menendez has to turn this one inside. Some people wanted a handball. I don't think there was one there. And the Sentinels will get the 2-1 win. Well, that'll do it for us here on Fans Always Sports Network. We thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll see you tomorrow from Stadium, Cranston East and Westerly, and girls soccer, 4 p.m. Until then, have a great night.